welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right here. It is really fun. It has a pop of color in there. I had originally wanted to do something blue and really spring and summer appropriate, but it's been really cold here. If you guys enjoyed this, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone. First, I'm starting off by priming my skin. I'm using the Becca Backlight Priming filter, and this has really helped with the longevity of my foundation throughout the day, and it gives a beautiful luminosity through the foundation. Next, I'm going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. This is a brand new foundation, and I was in love with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, so I definitely wanted to give this a try, and so far I've been loving it. And I'm in the shade medium, and I'm just stippling this onto my skin with a Real Techniques complexion brush. And I have to be honest, this wasn't my favorite way to apply this foundation with this brush, but it did the job and it got it on there, and this brush is super cheap, so that's always a plus. Now I'm going in and I'm color correcting my under eye area. I was really dark that day, and I decided to go in with some orange concealer, and this is by L.a Girl. I like to just put this on the darkest areas of my under eye area, and then I just go in with my finger and tap it out a little bit, blend it out a little bit so it's not too much product in one area. And I know it looks a little scary, but we will cover it up, no worries. Now I'm going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Full Coverage Weightless Concealer. I know, that's a mouthful, but I love this concealer so much. It's a great consistency. It doesn't crease too much on me, and I do have to mix two shades to get my perfect shade, just depending if I am self-tanned or not. I'm placing this in a upside down triangular motion underneath my eye area. Then I'm also going to place this on my eyelids to help prime for eyeshadow. Then I'm placing it on my forehead, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. Placing this the other areas of my face is really going to help balance everything out and highlight the other areas of my face so I look really fresh and really awakened. Now I'm going in with a Real Techniques complexion sponge. And recently, this has been replacing my beauty blender. This has been amazing. I really like it. Sometimes I will still pick up the beauty blender, but I really like this. It's a little bit more squishy. It definitely has a different consistency and feeling than the beauty blender. And I'm just tapping all of that out, making sure I pick up any of my excess product and making sure that I have no creasing. I did tap this around the sides of my nose. Sometimes women can tend to get redness around their nose. Then I felt like I wanted to go in with the darker concealer, so I did. And I just placed that where I placed most of the orange color corrector to help ensure that none of that orange pigment would come popping through and that everything was nice and covered. And again, I'm going in with a damp sponge by Real Techniques and blending all of that out. To set my under eye area, I'm using an e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm mixing together MAC Pro Shaping Powder in the shade Emphasize. You can get that at any MAC Pro store or online. And I'm mixing together Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Powder. And their banana powder is from their contour kits, and you can buy them individually on her website online, and maybe even Macy's, because I know Macy's and maybe Nordstrom sell them now. And I'm just setting my whole eye area and everywhere where I highlighted. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. I cannot decide whether I like the Brow Definer or the Brow Wiz better. They're both such amazing products. The Brow Definer goes on a little bit smoother, so it's like a little bit looser and creamier. So I really fill in my outer tail. I follow the shape of my eyebrow, but I fill it in more than I fill in the inner half. And then I go, as I work my way in, I kind of just flick upward and follow the natural hairs. And then of course I take this spoolie and I comb them out a ton. and then I go back and I do that a couple of times in the process of doing my eyebrows. If the product you guys are using doesn't have a spoolie on the other end or doesn't come with one, I know a lot of powders don't and other brow products don't, but you can buy a pack of just mascara wands from the drugstore and they're really inexpensive and you can use one of them to comb out your brows. Then I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, and this stuff is literally super glue for your eyebrows. I normally don't set my eyebrows if I'm using the Brow Wiz, but since I use the brow definer and I feel like it's a little bit more creamy, I don't want my eyebrows all over my face, so I'm just combing this through them. Now I'm going in with the first eyeshadow, and it is Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. I'm using this on a Morphe M441 blending brush. This has placed my Sigma E40. I love this brush so, so much. So I'm just dusting this back and forth in my upper crease, my lower crease, just kind of setting that whole eye area again and getting a light shade on there. The next shade I'm going in with is Mango Tango. This shade is so pretty. It just gives so much life and warmth to the eyes. And I'm just taking that on that same M441 and placing it exactly where I put Peach Smoothie. Now I'm going in with the shade Frappe, and I'm using this on a Morphe M433 blending brush. I do have to say I think I like the Sigma E25 better than this one, but they both do a very similar great job. And I'm placing the shade in my low crease. I want to make sure that I don't take it too high. And I'm also placing it on the inner and outer parts of my lid. I'm making sure that I leave the center of my lid blank with no pigment or product, but if you get product on the middle, that's okay. We are going to cover it up, but I'm creating a halo effect with my eyeshadow, making sure that I keep this product really low and working it back and forth in windshield wiper motions. I do go back and I pick up some Peach Smoothie and Mango Tango mixed together on the M441 brush and just help blend everything out. Now I'm going in with the shade Bitten by Makeup Geek, and I'm using a Luxe small blending brush to apply this. And I got this brush in one of my Ipsy bags, and I really, really like it. It's the perfect density and size. It's really great. So I'm placing this everywhere where I placed Frappe, but I'm staying even lower. So I'm placing it on the inner and outer parts of my eyelid and then wrapping it through my crease but keeping it very, very low. When you start to bring up your shadows higher, it's hard to, blend them out because you're too close to your eyebrow at that point, or it starts to look silly because it looks like you might have got punched in the face because it's up too high. So that's why we want to start keeping it low, and then we'll gradually blend upward and blend everything out. Make sure you stop, look at yourself, and see, okay, where do I need more product and where do I need to blend more? Now going back again with mixing Mango Tango and Peach Smoothie on a Morphe M441 brush. This brush does wonders. It blends everything out so beautifully and so airbrushed. I love it. It makes the world of a difference. Now I'm going in with MAC Nylon, my favorite brow highlight. I can't get enough of this. And I'm really focusing on the high point of my brow, and then I really try to blend it out. You don't want to take this all the way into the inner corner. You don't want to have a harsh white line all the way on the top. Just place your brush on the highest point because that's where it's going to be the most pigment and most pigmented. Now I'm going in with that same Luxe brush, and I'm taking Bitten and Cocoa Bear mixed together. And those are also Makeup Geek eyeshadows. Of course I have to sing it out. It's never a video unless I'm singing. And I can't not put shadow on my lower lash line. I know a lot of people are afraid of it, but if you're afraid of it, just do halfway from the outer corner halfway in and start there and see if you like it and see if you feel comfortable, and then maybe you'll be like, okay, this does look really good. Now I'm going in with a Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Grand Stand. And this shade is so beautiful. It's a bronzy metallic glow. I love it with the warm cranberry colors. They really just complement each other and look really, really beautiful. And the best way I find to apply these eyeshadows is with my finger. No brush makes them as metallic as just using your finger. Then I go back with the Morphe M433 blending brush and just blend everything out so there's not a harsh line between the foiled eyeshadow and our regular eyeshadows. Now I'm going in with L'Oreal Voluminous mascara in the shade Carbon Black, and I'm just coating my lashes because we are going to go in with falsies. For my highlight, I have to use the Becca Champagne Glow Palette, and this is featuring Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop, and I am highlighting my Cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Then I'm also going to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, and I did dampen my brush to do this. I just think it makes it more metallic, more intense, and I used MAC Fix Plus for that. Now I'm going in with a Makeup Geek bronzer, and this is a Morphe brush. I'm not sure of the number. I will definitely have it listed in the bottom bar below. And the shade of the bronzer is Bad Habit, and it's a warm yet not too warm with a little bit of cool bronzer. So I've really been into this bronzer recently. I think it's such a great color. Her bronzers are so pigmented and so creamy that the littlest tap in the product goes the longest way, which is amazing because you're definitely getting a bang for your buck because these bronzers are $9.99, I believe, and that's insane for such a high quality bronzer. Makeup Geek is an amazing brand, and I highly, highly recommend them. Of course, you gotta shake it out. Go ahead, girl, shake it out. Okay, now I'm going in with the House of Lashes in the style, I believe these are Smoky Muse. I keep them in that reusable case, so I don't have the name of them, but I will also have that listed in the bottom bar. But I do use the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive, and I have the black tone and the clear tone. Today, since I don't have any liner on, I am going in with the clear tone, and I'm just placing these on, making sure I get as close to my eye area as possible. I know it looks a little scary that I'm using tweezers, but that's just what gets it really close to my lash line and that I'm comfortable with. But they do make eyelash like applicators to help get it close. So if you need help, don't use tweezers. Maybe pick up one of those if you're a beginner because tweezers by your eye area is a little scary. So I had a little bit of trouble with this one, getting it closed. I sometimes have trouble with my inner corners with really thick band lashes, but these lashes are so beautiful. It makes such a difference on the eyes. I love lashes. They are so great. So I have to fix that inner corner. Sometimes I have to go back in and add a little bit more glue to my inner corners because sometimes the glue just disappears on me. I don't know where it goes. Now I'm going in with the MAC Chromographic Pencil in the shade NW20/NC15. And this is just a creamy nude pencil. I think it really complements the foiled metallic eyeshadow we have on our top lash line, and I just placed that in my lower waterline. And now I'm going in and I'm coating my lower lashes with mascara. This is a little MAC sample that I got, and I am loving it. I might have to repurchase, but I've just been playing with it and seeing if I truly like it. That's what the nice thing about samples is. And I feel like samples for mascara, you get a ton of product, which is really, really nice. So now we're going to move on to lips. And for lips, I am using an e.l.f. matte lip color in the shade Nearly Nude. And I just wanted to kind of prime my lips and kind of matte them out to a really, really light nude. And then I'm going to place a Buxom full-on lip cream gloss, and this is in the shade White Russian. I can't get enough of these glosses. They are amazing. Now I'm setting my face with the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. I think this makes a world of a difference. And that is all. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!